Hopefully you do not hear my kids just straight up screaming in the background. But it is summer, so they are living their best lives. Anyway, so today we are going to be doing another 5-star author. Let me bring this up. I got a standing desk. Let me bring this up a little bit more. Is that better? For reference. You grow short. Anyway, we're gonna be doing another 5-star author video. These are some of my favorites. I absolutely love them. I hope you guys do too. So I have my wheel updated here. I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle the slices. That way it is a little bit mixed up. We'll shuffle it 3 times. Save and go to the spin. And here it is. For anybody who hasn't been here for one of these videos, basically every time I read a book and give it 5 stars, the author gets a sliver on the wheel, and every 5-star book that I read from them, their sliver gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So the bigger the slice, the more 5 stars from that author I have read. And kind of the intention is that if I really enjoy an author's work, I want to prioritize their backlist. So that's kind of where this whole thing came from. And we're going to pick 3 authors today. And how I kind of choose what book to read next is I look at their most popular book that I haven't read yet on Goodreads. And that's kind of how I decide what to read next. So enough blabbering. Let's go ahead and see who our first 5-star author is going to be. Okay, this is really funny because Maren Moore, she has a release coming out, but I don't know when it is. Right now, as of recording this video, it is August 4th. And her next book, which other than a Christmas book, I only have her new releases coming. I'm actually very caught up. So I do have Jingle Wars and the Christmas List that I haven't read from her yet. But they are Christmas books, so I'm trying really hard not to read those. But her next release is Red Card, which comes out in like 8 days. It comes out on the 12th. So I think we're going to put that one on. Like I said, I do have the Christmas ones, but I really just it's August, y'all. Like, I can't. So I'm going to go ahead and slot Red Card for Maren Moore. I'm almost to a point where I'm like not gonna be able to have her on this wheel really at all, or if she comes up, I'm gonna have to just kind of improvise, but that's okay. That's kind of fun. Let's see who's next. Oh my god, Devney Perry was in the last one, and we read Crossroads for her. Let's see. I actually think that Sunlight, which is the next book in the Haven River Ranch, which I read book 1 for last episode. That's very funny. I think that might be the next one. Yep, Sunlight is. So we'll be reading Sunlight by Devney Perry. I did enjoy book 1, which is Crossroads. I gave it 4 stars. So that's exciting too, because that means I won't have to leave a duet kind of like hanging out, because it is only a duet. But that's so funny that we got Devney Perry again. Okay, let's spin for our last author. Brynne Weaver. Okay, Brynne Weaver also. Oh, I don't know if that comes out this year. Let's go look. If you don't know, Brynne Weaver wrote Butcher and Blackbird, Leather and Lark, Scythe and Sparrow. Loved that series. I thought it was so freaking fun. Let's go see. I know she has a new release, but I don't think it comes out this year. Love and Other Killers and then Tourist Season are her 2 I Stand Corrected. Love and Other Killers comes out on August 12th, the same day as Red Card by Maren Moore. I feel like it's kismet. So we're gonna also be adding Love and Other Killers to this TBR. Hello. I wanted to check in with you guys because last night I read Love and Other Killers by Brynne Weaver. This was a really interesting read. It definitely... Okay, so here's the thing. It is not listed as part of the Ruinous Love trilogy, but it is 100% part of the Ruinous Love trilogy. It was almost like an extended epilogue for all three couples from that trilogy. And based on what she wrote, I believe it was in her acknowledgments, this book kind of bridges the Ruinous Love trilogy with her next series. I don't remember what the series is called. I just know like book one is called like Taurus Season, and it's on like I don't remember. I think it's like Cape Cadaver or something, Cape Carnage or something like that. So this is 100% not a standalone. You cannot read this without reading the Ruinous Love trilogy, or you will 100% be kind of spoiled for it, I would say. That being said, I did enjoy it. I do think that there was a lot of cute banter that if you love the Ruinous Love trilogy, you will appreciate that banter. But I also felt like it was a little bit unnecessary. And that could be because I haven't read her new series yet, so I don't have that bridge yet. But we do meet a character in this book that we also met in Butcher and Blackbird, and I believe that she is part of the new series, and like she's kind of essential for that. So I'm guessing that's why we saw her in this little novella. I did give this one 3 stars. Again, it's really kind of just an epilogue, and so I didn't feel like it didn't stand by itself, and so the plot wasn't super fleshed out. No pun intended, because they're all killers. But I did enjoy it enough to give it a 3-star. And I do think that if you enjoyed the Ruinous Love trilogy, you will enjoy seeing the characters again all together. So yeah, that is my quick little update. One done off the list. And I will check in with you when I'm reading another 5-star author book. Good morning. I wanted to do a quick check-in with you. Sorry for the terrible angle. I'm not feeling holding the phone right now. It is like 6:30 in the morning. It is the Friday of Labor Day weekend. And yeah, I just don't feel like holding the phone. I'm also knitting. And I'm like obsessed with what I'm knitting. Anyway, okay, let's actually talk about what we're here to talk about. I started Sunlight yesterday. My friend Sabrina was doing dice sprints, and I was like, I would love to join you. And so I started Sunlight, and I'm like 45% in, 50% in maybe. I read like half of this book yesterday. It was crazy. In this one, we're following Jax and Sasha, and this is book 2 in the Haven River Ranch. I read Crossroads for the last episode of like reading 5-star authors, and then The Wheel was so kind to me. They gave me Debony Perry again, and Sunlight was the next one. So I was like, perfect. I will just crunk out this duet real fast. And so Jax is the brother of West, and he is part owner of the Haven River Ranch, and he is at like a grocery store and meets this girl, and they kind of hit it off, and he asks her out on a date, and she says no, like I'm busy, I can't. And so he's like kind of butthurt about it, kind of annoyed, and then he goes to the ranch to meet the new manager of the ranch because the other owner is pregnant, and it ends up being the grocery store girl. And he's like, great, I was already kind of into her, and now she's like not his boss because he is part owner, but like she's kind of his employee a little bit, I guess. And he's like, shit. And so they are very much like, this can't happen, blah, 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 blah. You know how they do. Also, look how pretty this yarn is. She's so pretty. My camera does not like how close I'm holding it. She's so pretty. Anyway. So fast forward, and they're like at the employee like Christmas party. She gets a little tipsy, and they end up hooking up. And she's like, gone in the morning, this can't happen again, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, bitch, no. And so she like doesn't talk to him for like 2 straight months. And he's like really annoyed about it because like he definitely has feelings for her, but she is like denying. There's also another character or not like another character, but like she's like writing letters to this person, Eddie. I think it's her brother, maybe. And there's a moment where he's talking about like his mom and how she like had a drug problem, and he's like, I just hate drugs, and she's like, same. So I think her brother is Eddie, and he's maybe like in rehab is my guess. But she's like sending money to wherever this Eddie character is, which makes me think he's either like in maybe a mental facility or like rehab. And so she's like keeping secrets, and she doesn't want to stay in Montana. And so I think that's part of why she's kind of hesitant to like get close to him. But hold on, I want to tell you something, but I'm scared that it's a spoiler. I think it's in the blurb though, because I feel like we've already talked about it. Let me just make sure. Da, 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 da. Yeah, okay, it is in the blurb. So she finds out she's pregnant. I just had to make sure it wasn't I didn't think it was. So it is like surprise baby. She finds out she's pregnant. She tells him, and he's like, I want to keep it. And so they're keeping the baby, but she is very like standoffish, I want to say. And I think part of it is because she kind of has this other thing going on that is going to impact whether or not she stays in Montana. And obviously if she's having a baby with a guy who owns a ranch in Montana, he's going to want her to stay in Montana. So I don't know. That's the drama be drama, but I'm having a great time. Just like Crossroads, which is book 1 in this series, it is free to read on Kindle Unlimited with audio included. The audiobook is good. I am enjoying it for sure. Plus I am a sucker for Whisper Sync because I love that it will highlight the words, because I can't just do audio. I have to like read along with it. So I love that it highlights the words with the audio. It makes it really easy to immersive read and like follow it. So I'm loving that. So shout out Devaney Perry for having audio included. I love that. So that is where I'm at. I don't know what Sabrina's doing today, but we'll maybe do some more dice sprints today. I feel like because I read like 50%, it's also only like 300 pages, so it's not super long. I feel like I could definitely finish it today with some dedicated reading time. So I'm going to try for that, and I will keep you guys updated probably when I finish it. Maybe when there's a reveal. Maybe when we find out who Eddie is. I won't tell you who Eddie is, but I might come and tell you if I'm shocked. So, I'll talk to you soon. Hello, I wanted to check in with you guys because I am 75% into Sunlight, and I think that we are about to get a reveal from Sasha about who Eddie is. And I just wanted to check in with you guys. It has been a long time coming. I really want to know. I still think it's her brother, but I still don't know what the situation is as to where he is, what's happening with him, whatever. So, but I'm pretty sure I'm at the part where she's going to kind of reveal who he is or potentially go see him. I don't really know. But that's where we're at. Sorry for the weird clicking sound. It is pouring rain outside. I took a shower. Love to see it. But I will update you guys once we get the reveal and let you know what I think. If I'm happy with the reveal, if I'm annoyed at the reveal, we'll see. Hello. Did we already talk about red card? I don't think so. I don't think we did. I think I told Sabrina about red card, but I don't think I told y'all about red card. Also, hi Sabrina. I know you're watching. So I started red card last night. I'm 26% in as of this morning. And I'm enjoying it. It's giving, so like the blurb says it's like she's the man and she's all that. I'm definitely getting 2000s rom-com vibes. 100% definitely delivering on that. One thing, this is the weirdest pet peeve ever, but I'm gonna say it anyway. One thing that like totally irks me is that, I'm sorry, I just like combed my hair and there's just a hair everywhere. Does that happen to anybody else? Sometimes when I brush my hair, I have to like change my shirt because there's like hair everywhere. Anyway, he is like this tattooed like bad boy from London. Like that's fine. That's not the pet peeve one bit. We love to see it. But if he's tattooed, why does the cover model have no tattoos? I hate that. Like, if you're gonna put a person on the cover, they better be the person. Like, that irks me so bad. So much. But anyway, so that is my biggest complaint right now. But we are following Killian and Rory. And Killian is like the bad boy from London. And he plays rugby. And he's basically kicked off of his team in London. And his coach and the coach on this team that's apparently in like the northeast of America, they're like buddies. And so he is like basically traded to this American team. And so he's here. The rest of the guys on the team like want nothing to do with him. They like hate him because of his rep, whatever. But the coach's daughter, Rory, is like a big part of the team here. And so he is like trying to get the team to like accept him so that they don't kick him off this team, because this is basically like his last shot. And Rory is struggling because all the guys just think of her as like a bro, right? Because she's constantly around the team and like she like bros out with them. And so she is looking for help like breaking that narrative, basically. Like, how can I make guys see me as something else? And so she asks the bad boy, new guy, like, hey, can you teach me how to flirt? And in turn, I will help get the guys, like, on your side. So I've just gotten to the point where, like, they're kind of teaming up to sort of get what they both want. Obviously, we know what's happening. Like, they're gonna fall for each other, obviously. I did recently read The Bad Boy Rule by Maren Moore, and it had very similar, like, structure in the fact, like, that one was also, like, inexperienced virgin heroine, bad boy hockey player, and teach me vibes. So it is giving, like, similar plot, but right now they feel very different. Like, this one feels less heavy than Bad Boy Rule. Bad Boy Rule had a lot of other, like, darker themes. Like, his dad was an alcoholic and, like, he had other things going on. So that one definitely had some darker themes, but we're definitely getting, like, mirror themes for sure. But I'm enjoying it so far. So that is my quick little update. I will let you guys know once I maybe hit 50%, maybe 75%, maybe when I finish it. Who knows? Who knows what the day will bring? Moving laundry. So this is probably going to be awful, but I just finished Red Card and I wanted to talk about it. Here's the thing. I do believe, like, when you have certain authors that, like, you love reading them, right? You, like, love their writing style. You love how they, like, form their plots, what have you, whatever, right? My struggle is when you love an author, but their books all start seeming the same. And I think I'm getting to that point with Maren Moore, which is so sad. Because I really do love her writing style, and I've been reading her since before she was Maren Moore, when she was still R. Holmes, and she was writing more, like, darker, kind of like high school stuff, and I absolutely loved her, and read her hockey series, read her baseball series, and then Red Card is rugby, and her first trad pub, which is so exciting for her. But I'm just like, I'm just not connecting with her stories as much, and I don't know if it's the repetition. Like, there are certain other authors that I've, like Jennifer Hartman. I've read a lot of her books, but they're all very different. And so I don't feel like that burnout from the same author, maybe? I don't know. That probably doesn't make any sense, but so that's how I'm feeling. I ended up giving Red Card 3 stars. I was really enjoying it in the beginning, and then it started just feeling too, like, much of the same. Dang it, I gotta get my stool out. You are about to witness my terrible laundry. Hold on. I don't even know. Okay, so, girl, oh my gosh, bang, bang, bang. I'm very short, and I have a top-load washing machine, so I have to stand on this stool to be able to get, like, the laundry, so I can, like, like, real talk. My mother-in-law, bless her heart, she bought me, like, this grabber so that I could get the laundry out of the bottom without having to use the stool. But when there's still a lot of laundry in it, I can't use the grabber because it's too much stuff. But anyway, so I think I'm a little bit burned out with Maren Moore, which is probably fine because I'm pretty sure I've completed all of her backlist except for her Christmas books, which she wrote with Veronica Eden. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with Red Card. And so, let's see. We DNF'd. No, that's not in this video. Love and Other Killers. I think we gave 4 stars. Did we give it 4? 3? 4? I don't remember. by Bren Weaver. And then, what else did I read? You guys, my brain. You're covering the camera, dingus. Red Card, 3 stars. Love and Other Killers. I gave 3 or 4. I can't remember. What else did I read for this book or this video? It wasn't the Colleen Hoover one. Sunlight. I don't know if I even talked to you about Sunlight. I think I gave Sunlight 4 stars. I really liked the pregnancy trope and how it was explored in that one. If I didn't already talk about it, I did really like it. And kudos to me. It was a duet. And now it's over. Who are you? What do you want?
I'm getting hungry.
Oh, good. Dad's on his way home. What's
Get
this?
out!
Get out what?
Get out of the camera right now, Mom.
I'm gonna stick you in the washing machine. I'm the worst. What the heck? Yeah, go ahead. In you go. Yoink.
No.
I was just telling them about the book I was reading. You don't
You're
even know,
the book.
You don't even know how to read.
I'm just going to stick my face in there.
Yep, ready? Here you go.
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
I think it'll be fine.
No.
Go ahead. Make a little swimming pool.
No.
Yeah, sure.
I'll climb on
No,
you.
don't do that. Alright, I must go.
No, I want to eat.
What?
I want to eat.
Okay, well, I need to say goodbye so that I can feed you. Watch fingers.
Eat.
Anyway, I will chat with you in the next one.